Hey, it's the Refined Reseller, and I would like to take some time to share with you some items that I sold for best offer. I currently have 850 items for sale. They are all buy it now, and they all have best offer. I will consider just about any offer, so I make sure when I list up something for buy it now, I do not click the box that says automatically decline an offer that is less than this amount. Don't ever do that because you want to always counter offer if you have to. So generally with me, when I have buy it now, best offer, three things can happen. Number one, they pay the full price. Number two, they offer me a lower price, but I am willing to accept it because it's not too low. And the third thing that can happen is they just really lowball it. I don't take offense to it. I realize they're trying to get a good deal, and I just come back with a counter offer, and usually about 80% of the time it works. So you may want to do that as well. So here are 15 items that I took best offer on, and we are going to start with this sterling silver 925 sterling silver 30 strand necklace. I bought this at an estate sale. I'm pretty sure it's Navajo. I did not list that in the listing because anytime that you list anything with Native American provenance or whatever, you could get in trouble for doing that. So I try to stay away from it. I couldn't prove it was Navajo, so I did not put it in the listing. I had it listed for $99.99, and I took a best offer of $60. I did have some other lowball offers. I had a $20 offer and a $40 offer. I did not accept those, but I did accept the offer for $60. Next up is this Cabela's Camouflage Jacket. I bought this at a garage sale. I thought it was pretty cool. I like the color of it. It's that reflective orange or hunter's orange. It was a hooded camouflage jacket. I had it listed for $39.99. Somebody offered me $25 and I took that offer. Next up is this vintage rotary dial swivel head phone. I bought this at a garage sale. I really liked it. I mean, it was a pretty cool item. I did have it listed, or I did feature it in a video I did previously. But anyway, I had it listed for $99.99, and I took an offer of $75. All right, next up is this Cowboy boot spur. It's called a lady leg. It has a really nice look to it. It's, I believe, copper and silver. I'm not sure what the purity of the silver is, but I know there's some copper on here. I had that item listed for $99.99. I sold it for $75. I bought it at a garage sale and I paid $10 for it. So, you know, I'll sell it for $75. I only paid $10, so I was pretty happy with that. All right, this next item is really weird, okay? I got this at an estate sale. I had no idea what it was. So I did some research and I found out it is a Vitalizer Plus Advanced Structured Water Oxygenation System. Now, what does it do? I think it puts oxygen in the water. I'm not really sure. I had never seen one of these, but I filled it with water. I turned it on. It made this tornado effect, and it was really cool. And I had it listed for $279.99, and I took an offer of $220. So that was a real nice profit for me. Now at the same estate sale, I bought these 4 Aladdin locks and mantle parts. I actually bought 12 of these and I put them in lots of 4. I listed them for $49.99. I took an offer of $40 on this one and I sold the other 2 lots I had. So I did, you know, I did really well with that. Okay, next is this vintage globe. I see these quite often. I usually pick them up. The only issue I have with them is that they're kind of difficult to ship, so you have to be careful with that. Anyway, I bought this one and I put it up. I had it listed for $59.99 and I ended up selling it for $46. Not full price, but I was okay with getting $46 for it. Next up is this textbook. I've talked about textbooks previously. This is one that I found. I always look for textbooks. Generally, they are mostly out of date. The ones that I find every once in a while, I will come across one that is not that old. So I picked this one up. I had it listed for $49.99, and I ended up selling it for $30. Next is a really cool item. This is a Sonic drive-in speakerphone that you would pick up and make an order with. I think while you were either sitting inside Sonic at the table or maybe at the drive-thru. I got this from a guy who's a collector, and there was a Sonic drive-in that was being torn down in his town, and they were going to throw all these away. So I think he picked up like 20 or 30 of them. So I bought it from him. I listed it for $199.99, and I took an offer of $140. Not a bad profit. I didn't pay a lot for it. I thought it was a pretty cool item. It lights up and everything, so I really enjoyed having that. I kept it on my wall in my man cave for probably about 2 or 3 years, and I finally decided to sell it. All right, up next is this KitchenAid food processor. I bought this at an estate sale. It was new in the box. It had never been opened. I think I did open it so I could show what the parts were, but it had never been used. I listed it for $129.99, and I sold it for $110. Again, I have to emphasize, if you can find something that's new in the box, always scan it on your eBay app, see what it's worth, and I generally pick up new in the box items. Next is a really vintage product. I saw this and I bought it because it was in the box. It is a Commodore Computer. I got it at a garage sale. I had it listed for $169.99, and I sold it for 160 bucks. I mean, the guy offered me $9.99 less than what I was asking for. So am I going to take the offer? Of course I'm going to take it. No, I did. I paid $50 for this, and I sold it for $169.99. I'm sorry, 160. So I sold it for $100 more than I paid for it. With eBay fees, I probably came out about $75 a head. So again, a really cool item. I plugged it in, it worked and everything. I guess there was some, Commodore Computer nerd who probably bought this thing. So that's what I sold it for. Next up is a weird item. I always look for weird, strange stuff because it seems that weird and strange sell. So this is a traction unit. This is how it works. You lay down, you put this contraption on your head, and you crank this thing, and it stretches out your neck. I had it listed for $189.99, and I sold it for $140. Now, here's something to keep in mind. When you see stuff like this, you got to make sure that you are allowed to sell it on eBay, because there's a lot of medical equipment that you cannot sell on eBay. Anything that is prescribed, you cannot sell. Now, a prescription may be something like, I don't know, a wheelchair or something. I mean, I guess you can generally sell wheelchairs, but there are a lot of items out there that are medical that you cannot sell. So before you buy something, make sure that you can list it on eBay. This was one of those items that I could sell, and I did pretty well with it. All right, next up is this iRobot Roomba Brava 380 Advanced Sweeping Robot. I see these quite often. I generally do buy them if I can get them at a pretty good price. Some of them are older models. This is kind of a not so old model. I had it listed for $79.99, and I sold it for $60. So again, I did not have very much money in this item. Anytime you see an iRobot product or something similar, you probably are going to want to pick it up. All right, next I would like to show you this Bobcat head mount. It's taxidermy. I bought this at a garage sale 2 or 3 years ago. I had it hanging in my garage with some other mounts that I had. I finally decided to sell it. I was asking $99.99, and I took an offer of $79. Taxidermy usually sells for me. I don't sell the big taxidermy heads like deer or antelope because they're just too hard to ship. But anytime I find something small, I generally do buy it. This sold right away. I'll say it sold within 2 days, and I got a pretty good price for it. I didn't pay a lot for it, and I enjoyed it for a couple of years just hanging up in my garage. So let's go over the totals here. That's a total of 15 items. If I would have sold them, straight up, and not taking any offers and didn't have our best offer, I would have sold for a total of $1,699. I did not get that. I ended up getting $1,440. So I sold everything on here, those 15 items, at a 15% discount. I was okay with that. I mean, If I would not have taken the best offer, I probably would still have some of this stuff. So I was able to take a best offer and I sold it. You know, it's a great thing to do. Anytime you list something, buy it now. Always put best offer and do not click the box that says automatically decline a best offer. You want to always be able to counter offer whatever you get. And the one thing I can tell you is do not take a lowball offer personally. People are just trying to get a deal. I'm always trying to get a deal. Anytime I go to a garage sale, I never offer full price. I always try to get it lower than what it is priced, and I usually do. So it's a win-win situation for me and the buyer. Somebody felt they got a deal. I was okay with the price I got. So that's my story about buy it now, our best offer items. Those are 15 I sold. Keep an eye out for similar items. I'm sure you can sell them too. This is the Refined Reseller. If you would like to check out my eBay store, it is definitely a maybe. So please check it out. And as always, buy low, sell high. Let me repeat that so I don't get you confused. Buy low, sell high. And if you like this video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.